today we will move on and see the chemical properties of metal and non-metals. Here, as you can see, metal and non-metals have a certain chemical properties. uh, Reaction of metal with oxygen, metal react with the oxygen to form the metal oxides, which are called metallic or basic oxide. So it means that metal react with the oxygen and make oxides, right? These oxides are basically the basic in nature, right? All metal oxides are basic in nature. Example: magnesium ribbon, on heating in air or oxygen, catches fire and burns with white flame, form magnesium oxide, right? Whenever we burn the magnesium ribbon, right, with the presence of oxygen, is form magnesium oxide, right? See here, flame, metal plus oxygen is metal oxide. This is the common reaction, right? So here magnesium is given, magnesium 2 mg plus O2 is equal to 2 mgO. Is magnesium oxide is forming. Magnesium, sodium reacts with the oxygen and form sodium oxide, right? And sodium, here zinc, react with oxygen and form zinc oxide. So aluminium on the reaction with the oxygen form aluminium oxide, which covers its surface and act as protective layer to prevent further oxidation, right? Aluminium on reaction with oxygen, right, form aluminium oxide. Aluminium oxide, which covers the surface and act as a protective layer to prevent further oxidation. Means when the oxygen react with the aluminium, form aluminium oxide, which is the protective cover for the aluminium. It's prevent the further oxidation of aluminium, right? So here some facts are given inside. Some metals like Na means sodium, potassium, calcium, barium, etc., etc., react with the cold water to form a hydroxide. Reaction of sodium and potassium is violent with the cold water, as we have seen yesterday, right? Here reaction of metal with water. Sodium reacts vigorously with water while other metals do not. So hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Here if you see that, we have seen that sodium reacts vigorously with the water, right, and other metal do not. So it is the most reactive metal, right? They dissolve in water to form alkalis. When metals react with water, they form metal oxides or metal hydrogen, and hydrogen gas is evolved. Here you can say metal react with the water, form metal oxide plus hydrogen gas. Hydrogen gas is released, right? Or metal hydroxide. Two possibilities there. Sodium plus water, it is a hydroxide, right? Sodium forming a hydroxide, and potassium also form hydroxide, because these two metals are different, right? So whenever they react with the hydrogen, they form hydroxide of metal, right? Metal hydroxide, right? Sodium and potassium. OH means hydroxide, OH, right? So sodium reacts with water, here given. Activity 6, aim to observe the effect of flame on magnesium, right? Magnesium ribbon burner pair, things required: magnesium ribbon and burner, pair of tongues. Here procedure: hold a magnesium ribbon with the pair of tongues, put it over a flame of a burner. Observation: you will observe that the magnesium ribbon burns vigorously in air, producing a bright white light to form ash, which is magnesium oxide. Conclusion: magnesium react with the oxygen to form a metal oxide, right? So magnesium will burn and form magnesium oxide. The reaction of a calcium with the cold water is not a violent, it takes place slowly. Calcium with the cold water is not a violent, form hydroxide, right? Calcium hydroxide plus H2. Hydrogen gas is released. Sodium metal is always kept in a kerosene as it reacts vigorously. We know that sodium kept in kerosene, right? If we take it out, that it will react with the oxygen and start burning. Here magnesium hardly react with cold water. Reaction is faster with the hot, and vigorous with the steam, right? Magnesium reacts slowly with cold water, faster with hot water, and extreme vigorous with the steam, right? The more the hotter, the more vigorous will be the reaction, right? So here magnesium plus H2O, 2H2O is equal to magnesium hydroxide is formed and hydrogen is released. Magnesium plus steam, magnesium oxide form, right? Here hydroxide form, when react with the steam, magnesium oxide will form and hydrogen will be released, right? Next one, metal like aluminum, zinc, iron do not react with the cold or hot water. They react with the steam, but reaction is very slow. Zinc metals like aluminum and zinc and iron do not react with the cold water, right, or hot water. They are not reacting. They react with the steam, but the reaction is very slow. Here you, as you can see, aluminum plus steam, they are all steam reactions with the zinc, iron and aluminum, and forming hydrogen, forming the oxides, right, and hydrogen gas is released, but this reaction is very slow. So metal like copper, silver and gold do not react with the water. They won't react. Here as you can see, reaction of metal with the acid. Metal reacts with the acid to form a salt and liberate hydrogen gas, right? Metals plus acid is equal to salt plus hydrogen. Hydrogen is released. Whenever metal reacts with the acid, they form a salt, right? Sodium, as you can see, metal, sodium is a metal, and HCl acid, right? NaCl, sodium chloride plus hydrogen is released. Magnesium, iron, as it is given, right? H2SO4 is a sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid. They form magnesium oxide, magnesium sulfate, and here hydrogen is released. Ferrous chloride is formed, hydrogen is released, right? Here you can see, here what is given, why certain food items with the acid in them like pickle and curd should not be stored in the metallic utensil, because they start reacting with that, right? Mostly metals do not react with the bases. Some metals like lead, zinc, aluminum react with the strong only and produce strong bases only and produce compound of metal and hydrogen gas. Copper, silver and gold do not react with acid. Displacement reaction. Here displacement reaction, you can see that a chemical reaction that takes place when the element replaces another element in the compound, known as displacement reaction. Aim to observe displacement reaction. Here we will perform one activity to prove the displacement reaction. Copper sulfate test tubes, some iron nails, right? Take solution of copper sulfate CuSO4, right? Put some iron nails into the solution. In which solution? Copper sulfate. In copper sulfate we are putting the iron nails, right? Here is a copper sulfate and we are putting the iron nails in it. You can see blue color. After some time the color of the solution changes into the green and there is a reddish brown deposition onto the nail. You can see next picture, right? Deposition of color. See, deposition on nail. See, you can see that after some time the color solution changes into the green. As you can see green, there is a reddish brown deposition onto the nail, right? So what does it mean? Fe plus CuSO4, copper is displaced by the iron, because iron is a more reactive than copper. Iron taken place of copper, right? Iron have taken the place. See here, Fe, copper separated and iron combined with SO4. This is a displacement. Thus we can conclude that being more reactive displace copper from copper sulfate solution, and solution and ferrous forms ferrous sulfate, and here is ferrous sulfate is formed. Fe see here, Fe replace the Cu and ferrous sulfate is formed. That's why the color change occurs here, right? So you can see that degree of here displacement reaction, more reactive metals in the reactant, more reactive metal displace less reactive metals. The order of decreasing reactivity is given in the reactivity series. You can see that order of reactivity, you have to learn this order of reactivity. Okay, so that's all we have for the day. Thank you very much.